In GCISD, when students make the transition from elementary school to middle school, they go from only being able to choose grade level mathematics to having 3 choices in their next mathematics course. Students have been in grade level mathematics classes and can continue in grade level mathematics sequence as seen in the top row here, going from 5th grade math to 6th grade math, followed by 7th grade math, and finally 8th grade math as their last math course in middle school. Grade level math classes have the expectation that students will master all standards for the course and provide support for students who have historically struggled in mathematics. If a student was not routinely successful in mathematics in elementary school, then continuing in grade level mathematics is the best option for the student. If the student has been successful in grade level math and wants to continue to deepen their mathematical knowledge and skills in an environment that will prepare them for the rigors of pre-advanced placement or pre-AP courses in high school mathematics, then going from 5th grade math to pre-AP Math 6, followed by pre-AP Math 7, and finally pre-AP Math 8 as their last middle school math course is an appropriate pathway. Students will be expected to master grade level standards with deep enough understanding that they're able to apply their learning in new situations. If a student has historically been successful in mathematics in elementary, performing at a high level routinely, and especially if the student has sought out greater challenge in math, then going from 5th grade math to accelerated Math 6 to accelerated Math 7, and finishing their middle school math sequence with their first high school math credit of Algebra 1 is an appropriate choice. The box for Accelerated Math 6 is in green in the graphic because students take all of 6th grade math, the yellow boxes, and part of 7th grade math, the blue boxes. And as you may remember from the old Ziploc commercials, yellow and blue make green. The box for Accelerated Math 7 is in purple in the graphic because students take all of 8th grade math, the red boxes, and the part of 7th grade math they did not receive in Accelerated Math 6, the blue boxes, and blue and red make purple. Therefore, if students take accelerated mathematics, they'll take math at a very fast pace, learning about a year and a half's worth of mathematics in a single school year, both during 6th grade and during 7th grade. Let's take a more detailed look at each option so that students can make effective course selections for middle school mathematics. Students in grade level mathematics courses in middle school are held to the high expectation of mastery of all state required standards, and the instruction is scaffolded to support students to meet those high expectations. Who might be a good candidate for grade level mathematics in middle school? Students who have been successful in mathematics in elementary school but do not want additional challenge in mathematics, and students who have struggled in mathematics in elementary school are all good candidates for grade level mathematics. Students in pre-advanced placement or pre-AP sections of grade level math courses in middle school are also held to the high expectation of mastery of all state required standards, and even extend beyond in some cases. Pre-AP courses in middle school are designed to begin to prepare students for the rigors of advanced placement courses or AP courses in math later in high school. Who might be a good candidate for a pre-AP math class in middle school? Students who've been successful in math in elementary school and are looking for additional challenge in mathematics. Students who want to take advanced placement statistics in high school or AP stats in high school. And students with strong number sense and the ability to calculate fluently. All are good candidates for pre-AP math in middle school. Students in accelerated sections of mathematics courses in middle school are still held to the high expectation of mastery of all state required standards, but not just for their grade level, also beyond, learning a year and a half's worth of mathematics content in a single school year during both 6th and 7th grades. Students in Accelerated Math 6 learn all the 6th grade math standards and approximately half of the 7th grade math standards, taking the 6th grade STAR math assessment towards the end of the school year. Students in Accelerated Math 7 learn the other approximately half of the 7th grade math standards and all of the 8th grade math standards, taking the 8th grade STAR math assessment in the spring. Students' 8th grade math course is a high school credit course in Algebra 1. Accelerated courses in middle school are designed to challenge students who seek the rigors of advanced placement or AP courses in math later in high school. Who might be a good candidate for accelerated math in middle school? Students who have the ability to work at an increased pace in learning mathematics. Students who've been successful in math in elementary school and are looking for additional challenge in mathematics. They may have even sought it out before. GT students whose gifts and talents manifest in the area of mathematics. Students who want to take AP Calculus in high school. And students with strong number sense and the ability to calculate fluently. We are often asked whether it's possible to make the jump between pathways. For example, if a student completes grade level mathematics in grade 6 and then determines, since they successfully made the transition to middle school and are now ready to try pre-AP grade level math, they can do it in 7th grade and beyond. This is possible. The student should understand that the rigor of the pre-AP math course will increase from the standard grade level course. If the student is willing to expend the effort necessary to succeed, the jump between grade level math and pre-AP placement grade level math is possible. The same is true if a student decides to tackle the challenge after their 7th grade year. In fact, if a student's thinking about pre-AP math sometime in their math learning, I would strongly urge consideration of this in middle school and not try to make the jump for the first time going to high school. The jump from either of the grade level mathematics pathways to the accelerated mathematics pathway is more complex. Students are required to have the prerequisite knowledge for success in the accelerated math course before they'll be allowed to enroll in the course. Therefore, if a student decides that for their 7th grade year they want to switch to accelerated math 7, they must learn the 7th grade math content that was a part of the accelerated math 6 course that wasn't a part of their 6th grade level math course. We offer this content through a 3-week summer bridge course that usually takes place in June each year. Students learn the mathematics content and take an end-of-bridge course exam. Their performance during the course and on the exam determine whether or not enrollment is possible for the student in the accelerated math course. Taking this route is difficult, as students are asked in long classes over a short time frame to master the same content that their peers had several weeks or months to master during shorter class periods. But it is possible. The jump from either of the grade level mathematics pathways to the accelerated math pathway is even more complex if the student waits until after their 7th grade year. Students are still required to have the prerequisite knowledge for success in the accelerated math course before they'll be allowed to enroll in the course. Therefore, if a student decides that for their 8th grade year they want to switch to the accelerated pathway to take high school credit Algebra 1, they must learn the 8th grade math content from the accelerated math 7 course that was not a part of their 7th grade level math course. This is an entire year's worth of math content. We do offer instruction in this content, again through a 3-week summer bridge course that usually takes place in June. Students learn the mathematics content and take an end-of-bridge course exam. Their performance in the course and on the exam determine whether or not enrollment is possible for the student in the accelerated math course. Taking this route is extremely difficult, as students are asked in long classes over a short time frame to master the same content that their peers had several months to master during shorter class periods. But it is possible if students are highly motivated and able. While there is some flexibility between pathways, the best time to choose a particular middle school mathematics pathway is when a student is selecting courses during the spring semester of their 5th grade year. Not choosing a pathway initially doesn't mean you're locked out of any other pathway forever. In fact, if you choose not to accelerate in middle school, there are ways to accelerate in high school, the most effective of which is doubling up on math courses and taking Algebra 2 and Geometry together in the same school year. More information about this is available on the high school course guidance webpage.